I was just enjoying a quiet morning when I heard some ruckus on my boat. And look who it is. Look who it is. The two cutenesses themselves. Just the cutest couple of mammals around. How about that? Good morning. How are you?
I'm good.
Good morning, little Cajun. Good morning, Paparuski. Everybody. Oh, yeah. Yeah, that was a kiss to every one of you. Good morning. Today is day 21.
We're 3 weeks into it.
21 of the 100-day Waterworld Challenge. And I feel pretty good. I got a lot of sleep.
I just slept almost 12 hours.
Wow, I probably could have gone a little longer. I think I just got a solid 8, but then I had that mosquito. I was like, oh, where's the fire? I just got up. That's okay. It's a good day to relax. I think that's the goal today, is to relax. Welcome to the 100-day Waterworld Challenge, an experiment in alternative ocean living, where for 100 days I cannot use money to buy food, fuel, dockage, parts, or anything new. I'll need to catch, harvest, grow, sprout, or hunt for my own food. And when things inevitably go wrong, I'll have to use my wits and ingenuity to figure it out. A combination of a Bahamas dream vacation on a budget, the ultimate apocalypse survival strategy, and an eco-friendly solar punk way to live. This is the 100-day Waterworld Challenge, a Bahamas adventure of a lifetime. I am enjoying a very nice day of doing a whole lot of nothing, sitting on my butt. It's about 11:30.
And I'm gonna pick out the 6 biggest ones.
And the idea of today was that Nicole and I take a little bit of time from each other, but let's take a look. Because about a half hour ago she said, I'm gonna go conch hunting. And now, look at what she's doing.
I threw a bunch back.
Yeah, you can get some big ones out of that there.
Yeah.
So Nicole wanted to show you guys what it looks like to pick out your biggest ones. So show us the lip on them. Show me a lip on this one. That's a granddaddy if I've ever seen them. Look at that. Woo-wee. Now remember, it's about the size of the lip, not about the size of the conch. Because yesterday I found a really big, really big. It was probably had more meat in it than any one of these, but the lip was really small. It was just a really fast-growing juvenile. So it's cool to see these ones here. Good job, girl. You didn't make us conch salad for lunch?
Yeah.
Aw, that'd be wonderful. I'd love that. Thank you so much. Thank you, cutie. All right, well, enjoy yourself. All right, Nicole has made conch salad for lunch. This is what's so cool about having our boats so close. And look at this. I'm already getting Cajun love. Look at you shaking your little tail. All right. Look at this cute little dog. Look at him. All right, Nicole, how are you?
I'm good. I'm testing my Watermaker water right now.
Nice. Ooh, we got some conch salad. No kisses. You get kisses.
Thank you.
Thank you. Look at this. This is the conchiest conch salad around. Normally when you get a conch salad, I would say it's made up of maybe 10% conch, which is fine, which is good. I don't mind that. But this is like 99% conch.
Yeah.
This is 9 times the recommended conch you're supposed to put in, and I'll tell you what, I think it's gonna be.
Is it good? Okay. Nailed it.
So one of today's projects is going to be making sure my Watermaker's up and running because I'm actually officially out of water. I've been really just going off a rainwater collection, which has been great because it doesn't take any electricity. But now there's more sun and really no rain, so I've ran through all 90 gallons that I've got over basically 3 weeks. So that's not too bad. I would say probably 3 or 4 days before that was the last time I filled up back in Luperon. So I figure I probably am closer to like 25 days that I've been going without taking on any new water, from buying it or like that. So 25 days, not actually running my Watermaker. That means the rainwater collection helped a lot. And then I've also been really good about rationing what I use. But there's a boost pump right here that takes it in from right here. It goes around back into there. And then this boost pump shoots it that way. Once it goes that way, it goes to a 2 pre-filters. And then the pre-filters then lets that nice, super clean seawater go to the high pressure pump. Gets the clean water and then pushes it through the membrane. And there's 2 channels basically. There's the brine water, which is like super salty water, and then the fresh water, which literally we just took the salt out of one and put it in the other. And it pretty much pushes out, as I understand it, 3 times whatever gets put out of the freshwater one. So say 1 gallon comes out of freshwater, that means you probably got 3 gallons it was putting out of the brine water. That's just how it works, super simple. So right now what happens though is it doesn't quite suck up the seawater to start with. This happens a lot of times when I haven't used it in a while. I can already see I've got like air bubbles here in it. So I've got to start the flow of the low pressure pump down here to get it up to the high pressure, and then I should be good. Also, I'm trying to run this all while I'm making decent electricity right now, 13 and 14 amps respectively. That's not too bad. I'm actually really happy about that. You can see how bright it is out there. Should start it closer to noon, because when you do it that way, instead of electricity going from the sun through the solar panels into your batteries, then back out again for running this, it instead just goes straight from solar power straight to your Watermaker. So we're gonna try to get this thing going. So this thing's probably gonna make some interesting noises here. Let's turn this on. This is what switches to it. And that noise tells me that it is not actually getting any water. So I'm gonna turn it off, and we're gonna start the long process of getting water to it, and it's honestly a huge pain in the butt. I'm gonna undo this, and this is where I can bleed the air, but actually still doesn't have enough pressure to actually push the water up. So we can hear this thing down here just suffering along, so now I gotta start undoing everything and trying to make this all work. All right, so here you can see the water's not even into the seawater strainer here. It just hasn't made that yet. So I think what I'm gonna have to do is take this off and actually try to draw water through here. Pretty much always results in this salt buildup from me getting the seawater everywhere, but it's what I gotta do. Let's see if it's gonna start filling right back up again. I think I should be using this time. Oh no. All right, 3rd time's the charm. I'm gonna do that one more time, and I'm not gonna film it because it's just too difficult. It'd be great if I just had some valve right here that I could just pull pressure or push pressure from. So I think in the future that might be what I do, to put some little like T valve on that right there. So now let's listen to that, that boost pump now. It's much closer to the sound it's supposed to be making. Now I gotta be up here. So it's gonna be bleeding out right here. Yep, yeah, you see that? It was already starting to drip a whole bunch of water. I just don't want that seawater going onto this, so I'm gonna have to spray everything down after. It's gonna take this a few rounds. Back up to it. We're just pushing out some air through the system. Now if you use this thing every day, it won't do this. Every time it's gonna go a little bit quicker, but this is definitely a process you gotta be patient with. Hey, well, that took a whole lot. That was like a half hour of nonsense trying to just get like this much air bubble out. That's what it should sound like. Down here we can tell we're producing 20 gallons per hour of fresh water, or what is that, about 80 liters. Here I can dial it in, bring that pressure up a little bit more. See, I'd like to get a reading out of this. The only thing I don't like is I'm not getting a reading out of this so far. And if I really have to, I can disconnect some stuff and I can test it manually. That means drinking it. So you see how much electricity I lose though in doing this. I mean, this thing's pulling like 80 plus amps, I think. That looks good. Yep, somehow we got the darn air bubble out. Hopefully maybe 10 gallons of water, because that'd be at least enough to get me through the day. All right, so I'm having a really hard time getting a reading from the parts per million analyzer. That tells me how pure my water is. And what you don't want to do is be putting nasty water into there, so I'm just gonna go to the other hose that's discharging, and I'm just gonna make myself a little cup of water. And if it tastes good, I put it into my tanks, and if it doesn't, well, I have a whole day and weeks and months full of problems. So let's hope. This is it. This is the source of the fresh water that's coming out of my boat. So let's make ourselves a little cup of this. We're gonna smell it, we're gonna taste it. And like I said, hopefully it's good enough and this can just go right into my tanks. First thoughts, looks very, very clear. No smell. It's drinkable, but there's salt in this. It'd be really bad if I've let this thing go too long and now it's not making the purity of water I need. The Watermaker is essential. Like, that's one thing I have been very worried about. Hopefully this is something I can just run it and it will run itself clean. This could be a problem. I definitely taste salt in this. if the main membrane is done, it's done. It's just, you just get another one. This could be a big deal. Ever the optimist. It's not much, but there's definitely a taste there to where there should be like no taste. I'm gonna put it in my tanks though. It is what it is. We just flick that switch, and that's it. This is what it's about. This is about 100 days off-grid is all about. Trying to get it all to work out. Not ideal, but you make do and you try to live in paradise as best you can. We've still got all this. But yeah, water is definitely an essential though, so hopefully this works out. Damn. Yeah, this is not looking good. I'm gonna be able to run this for, I don't know how long. I think I might have to like go up there and manually refill my water bottle. Just that way I know I've got water at least to drink for the day. And yeah, I'll probably run my engine tonight, I guess, to make more electricity, which I don't like doing, but not much of a choice. And I just gotta hope for more sunny days. All right, well, it seems like it's been about 20 minutes now. I wanna keep going, but I decided instead I should probably wait and just see how the water is. Again, I'd hate to fill up, lose electricity, and have bad water, so I literally have to just drink this water and test it to find out. It's not great, but it's my life now, so we're gonna turn this stuff off. And now I've got clean water to wash some dishes with. Yeah, it definitely makes me a little bit nervous, Watermaker potentially being bad, but these are just the type of challenges that you go through when you're trying to live off-grid in paradise. You know, you get through these, you figure out the next thing, and try to relax in the between. All right, no matter what, you gotta get off the boat at least once per day or you go a little crazy, so I'm gonna try to work on some of the beach projects. I got my rake here, and I might paddle upwind to try to grab some more logs to continue building what I'm calling log henge. It's, yeah, still in the planning phase of what we want to do with all those logs in the sand, but we're gonna figure it out. It's like Nicole has added a few more conch to our fire pit. I think it'd be really cool if we had all conch on that instead of rocks to, you know, have the fire pit in. But still a work in progress there. I'm just gonna kind of rake up what's right in here and then go look upwind. I know we've got like boards and logs and things like that, and just see what else we could grab that could be useful. I know it doesn't look like much because it's not much, but at least this means now we can just walk through here and not worry about stepping on anything. I have been meaning to get this pretty nice looking cushion out of here. This thing is really in there. Heavy now. The sand like straight up impregnated. It was like a part of the foam. It felt like concrete. This is cool. Now we got ourselves a little cushion out here. And what do we have here? I hope this was some sort of buoy and not a sea mine. Whew, look at those two pretty boats. I don't know if the camera can see, but Nicole's on her paddleboard. I think she got a little board on her boat. That's a really nice piece right there. That could become a really good post for log henge. And then I've seen a few of these timbers here. Huh. Rise against hunger. That's interesting. This must have been some sort of a aid supplement for Haiti, I guess. Can anybody guess what this is? If you guessed a roll of tape, you'd be correct. I wonder if it's still usable. I wonder what sort of storm could have pressed it all the way up and over here. I'm surprised they didn't just keep going. Wow. Well, the sun's going down and the mosquitoes are getting bad, so we're gonna take this piece for sure. All right, that's another good one. Let's get a few more. All right, I found it, the best beach treasure of all time. This super messed up looking, you know what? I'm gonna say this is the Christmas reindeer. Yeah, we're gonna blow this guy back up. We're gonna nurse him to health. This might be the rarest of all finds. I believe this is an unopened bottle of fresh water. Imagine being shipwrecked and finding this. Be like, no way. Bet you it tastes plasticky as heck, but I think it's pretty cool. Check out that sunset. Go. Picking up the haul so we can just carry that over. Whew. Made it. Check that out. We're getting probably as much light from the sunset as from that full moon. Keep cleaning this place up, but there's just too many mosquitoes here for me to not have a fire going to kill them all. What a beautiful, beautiful sunset though. And moonrise, look at that. After a long day of doing nonsense, time to make some dinner. So we've got the fillets from the Sierra mackerel I got a couple days ago that looked absolutely beautiful. They've had time to rest. The meat's had time to firm up a little bit better. I've still got a lot of bones to get out of these, but once I do, I'm gonna be making a delicious poke with it. Now let's take a taste of this. Let's find out. The flavor just can't be beat. It's delicious. Some cheesy whole grain rice with some curry, and then I added some bell peppers. I'm not gonna lie, I can taste the salty water through this. And funny enough, over here I have a cup from a couple days ago that I just kind of had in my room there, and I'm drinking this and I'm like, wow, that's what fresh water tastes like. And then this is the water that I made today, and I can taste the salt. Definitely gives it a fuller taste. So hopefully I just have to run that Watermaker and that's it. So ends day 20 of surviving and thriving in paradise. Thanks for joining me on this adventure. I hope you feel inspired to begin adventures of your own. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. For an exclusive, in-depth look at this adventure lifestyle and to further support my channel, become a member of my Patreon crew. Link in the description. I'll see you on the next adventure.